How's it going? I hope you're having a great day. Today is day 7 of me trying to lose as much weight as I can. Uh, I want to kind of talk about how I started, how I planned to start, what I did, and kind of the results. And it's more of a personal project of me trying to improve myself. So, uh, 1 week ago, I weighed 292 pounds. Officially, on the first day of this change, I weighed 291.4 pounds. And today is day 7, and this morning I weighed 283 pounds. That is 9 pounds in 7 days. Technically, it won't be 7 days until after this evening, but obviously, I can't record something on day 7 if day 7 is over.
Okay, so most of my recording outside got absolutely trashed by the wind. And rather than subject you to that horror show, I'm gonna just do a voiceover for the rest of this video. I was at my heaviest weight I've ever been when I started this, about 292 pounds. Part of my weight gain is due to being pretty sedentary thanks to some medical issues that started years ago. But I now have the ability to start being more active and change my lifestyle. The plan was to take a pretty big step in the right direction and simply get started. So for this first week, I wanted to make large sweeping changes to my diet and start exercising, giving my body some time to adjust to a new routine and prime myself to stick with the program. The idea with the exercises is to ease in, to avoid injury and build new habits. To start off, it makes the most sense to discuss my diet. I was probably eating north of 3,500 calories a day and maybe exceeding 4,000 on some days. Plenty of junk food, soda, coffee, on top of regular meals. And with plenty of caffeine intake, I was also pretty consistently dehydrated and actually had been regularly experiencing muscle cramps. So it was a major priority for this first week to simply drink more water, less caffeine, and start an albeit pretty extreme caloric deficit diet. So I gave myself a few simple rules. I limited myself to 2 cups of coffee a day with about 100 calories worth of sugar and creamer. And I could eat mostly whatever I wanted, as long as I was only eating close to my target calorie goal. That goal was arbitrarily 1,000 calories, but that ended up not only being extremely difficult, but also turns out to be ill-advised in terms of nutrition. So in reality, I ate an average of 1,350 calories per day for this week. I plan to repeat this for week 2 as well, and then I will be raising this target by a bit to be more reasonable and also more sustainable. So, onto the workout. What kind of exercises did I start with? Well, one of the things I do want to focus on is cardio, mainly to build my endurance and stamina, which is the thing I notice missing the most since I gained this weight. But that being said, with how heavy I am, I know that I easily chafe, and I want to avoid hurting myself in a way that would prevent me from exercising for a long period. So I went with a split weightlifting and cardio routine. Every other day, I swapped between simple walking for an extended period in the aerobic range and weightlifting. This meant that cardio days acted as rest days between lifting, and lifting would activate more of my body to burn calories and grow for more overall stimulus for weight loss. The lifting routine, therefore, was mainly built around 3 sets per exercise, and at a moderate 10 to 20 reps per set. Other than the muscles I am truly trying to strength train, I would also rotate between exercises more quickly instead of taking full rests. This helps keep my heart rate up for more of the session to get a lighter cardio benefit, and it also happened to save me a little bit of time. But for a couple muscles, I am trying to do more strength training focused routines, that being my biceps and triceps. So I went a bit heavier for those exercises to approach failure within 6 reps. While I am this heavy, I have the luxury of being able to put on some muscle mass while losing fat, and I wanted to take advantage of that while I can. Building muscles will also help maintain weight loss progress long term. So, for the nitty gritty of the lifting routine, it looks more specifically like this for week 1. The 3 sets of all of these: 50-pound bar bicep curls for 6 reps, 6-pound lateral raises for 10 reps, 6-pound shrugs for 10 reps, 6-pound standing chest flies for 10 reps, body weight squats for 25 reps, but midway through on about day 5, I reduced that to 20. Body weight calf raises for 20 reps, body weight push-ups for 5, and 30-second planks. The reason I reduced the number of squats was that after a few days, my legs had not felt fully recovered after the rest day, and to prevent too much fatigue, I lowered the number of squats preemptively. I don't actually want to build my quad strength too much at all right now and would prefer to see more shrinkage from the weight loss to help prevent chafing. But I do of course want to stimulate my quads as they are some of the body's largest muscles. You may notice there are not a lot of back muscles being used in this routine, which is why in week 2 I will be adding a lightweight deadlift, reverse flies, and bent over rows. For the data enthusiasts out there, I have been recording my weight each morning and evening, and here's a graph of that. Because of this re-recording, we have the benefit of knowing I truly did lose 10 pounds in 1 week. If we look at the average weight for each day, we get a smoother look at my weight loss for week 1. The main thing I want to point out here is the fact that there is a kink in the graph. My weight loss was notably larger in the first 2 days, and especially on the first day with a drop of about 2.5 pounds. This is not fat loss, and is almost certainly weight lost from edema or water weight caused by better hydration and exercise, as well as the literal loss of weight from using the bathroom and then eating a lot less food. Looking at the latter half of the week though, the trend is actually more like 1 pound a day. If that holds true, then we can expect something like 7 pounds for week 2. Overall, after this first week, and while recording this on day 9, I actually feel a lot better. I am sleeping better, and I haven't had a cramp since day 1, nor any headaches that had been plaguing me for a few weeks before. Although adjusting to the much lower food intake has not been easy, I have been able to stick with it, and the amount of hunger I feel has gone down a bit. Although, I can't say I'm not enthused for the calorie bump in week 3. Anyway, I'll see you guys next week with a week 2 update. Have a good one.